Hello, this is AP Statistics, and I am Mr. Childs. And I wanted to just do a short video to prepare you for our first exam tomorrow. This is 12 o'clock, noon on Wednesday. So, this is what I would like you to think about uh, for tomorrow. First thing, is I told you there would be one free response question on Z scores in the normal model, so keep that in mind. And I would say that there is some application to running, like another question we had, and so keep that in mind. That running lower is better, where most applications higher is better. Not so with running. You want lower. Also on the free response front, we have a box plot. So make sure you know that 5 number summary that makes up a box plot. And we have a histogram. So make sure you're familiar with shape center spread, unusual features for both of them. Next, we have comparative box plots. So, question might be, how do you compare a box plot based on center or spread or shape, but comparative box plots? Then you might have comparative stem and leaf plots. Remember what a stem and leaf plot is here. The stem goes down the center, the leaves go off to the side, and you very well could have when I say very well, that probably means you're going to. You probably are going to have a comparative stem and leaf plot question. Then the next question you might have deals with what a normal model looks like, some of the characteristics of a normal model. Remember, it's unimodal and symmetrical. Keep that in mind. Next, a histogram, where you are looking at, from a 5 number summary point of view, a histogram, basically telling what is true and what is false on a histogram. Then there's a normal model question where you would want to use your formula Z equals X minus mu divided by sigma. If anything on this test, you need to know that. And then compare two different quantities based on Z scores. Then there's an interesting question that shows the relation, and we had a question like it on our review. I was excited about that. Comparing a histogram with a box plot. Not just saying what the qualities are, but literally they show you a histogram and then they show you 5 box plots and they want you to link them up. Next, we have more comparative box plot. So that's a hot issue. Two questions anyway with comparative box plots, comparative stem and leaf plots. So there you go. There's 4 out of 12 questions right there. Make sure you're aware of what goes on with that. Then there's another histogram where you are looking, outliers. Remember, to know what an outlier is, your IQR times 1.5 plus plus to Q3. Remember, IQR plus times 1.5, add it to Q3, that amount, and subtract it from Q1. And anything out beyond there is an outlier. So make sure you've got that one down. Then there is that little notation about the normal model where you've got mu and sigma, and it tells you a certain amount of sigmas away. It's basically a graph where you're aligning a graph with the 5 answers. But just make sure you know sigma, I mean mu, the little u, the little cursive u there means mean, and the little sigma looks like a cursive, I don't know what it looks like, but O, cursive O. Uh, that's sigma, that's the standard deviation. Then uh, there is a histogram. Well, I think we had a question like this too in our practice, where a histogram kind of helps you define what a standard deviation is. Remember, standard deviation is the average distance from the mean. So a low standard deviation would have little in the middle and high on the outside. A high standard deviation, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. When most of the data is in the middle, that's a low standard deviation. And when most of the area or the data, whatever you want to call it, is on the outside, that's a high standard deviation. I almost didn't catch myself, but that is what you'll be looking for. And then the final one talks about the mean, the median, and the quartiles and the standard deviation, and it gives you amounts, and it just wants you to tell what is a true statement. You've been doing well in these quizzes, so I'm not really worried that you can't do this. I think you're going to do well. But I wanted to just give a last minute review for those of you who are really thorough and are checking out to see if I did put something in. I did. Okay. So that's going to sum it up. I wish you the best of luck on the quiz. It's not a quiz, it's a test. And I should be able to get them corrected pretty quickly Thursday night, unless I have bumper to bumper parents all the time. All right. We'll see you later. Bye.